Hi Virgo, I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic, seer, and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for February 2023. Please be sure to watch your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign to get a more clear and complete picture of what's to come for you in February and perhaps beyond, because timing will be different for all of you in these general readings. Remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign will resonate more for you than your sun sign. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, some months your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from there. So you might want to check that out. This recording is for Virgo Sun, Virgo Rising, and Virgo Moon. I'm using the Hanson-Roberts Tarot deck in this reading. And if you would like to see what is going to happen for you in the area of love and romance this year, you can get my big love readings for 2023 for singles and couples for each sign of the zodiac by clicking on the link down below in the description box in the Show More section. Or you can get these links by going to my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page. It'll probably be the second video series listed, and click on whatever sign you want, your sun sign, your rising sign, or your moon sign, and that link will take you to that video on my Vimeo videos on demand videos. So all that being said, Virgo, now on to your February 2023 Psychic Tarot reading. And the first card you have in your reading is the Page of Rods. And the Page of Rods is a fire sign person. This is Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. It could be you if you have a rising or a moon sign that's a fire sign, or if you're born on the cusp of Leo and Virgo. Pages can be children. They can also be adults that are immature or young at heart. And if it's bringing in a message, it would be a message about business, work, enterprise, communications, or the birth of something. I feel that Virgos are laying the groundwork for something that they need to get done. Some of you may be putting in some kind of foundation. Now, it could be a foundation to build a home on top of a home. It could be a foundation for a garage, a shed. It could also be a foundation for a business or even a love relationship. You could be building a foundation in those areas as well. Some of you are going to communicate with somebody at a distance that you haven't talked to for quite a while. And they may be talking to you about coming to visit you, coming to see you. They may want to come stay at your, maybe stay at your home or stay nearby. And you could really be thinking of some like good plans, making plans, thinking of ideas of things you could do when the person is there visiting. They could also be saying, get me on your list, get me on your roster. So this could be somebody that wants to take a class from you, take a coaching session from you, get on some kind of schedule. If you do, maybe you do psychic readings and they want to get on your waiting list or your get on your list in your queue so that you can read them. Or some other kind of list, like your roster could be, maybe you do construction and they want to get, and you've got other projects in front of them and they want to get on your roster, like when you're done this one, that one, and the other one, I want to be next on your list. Remember, when the people cards come up, these court cards, it's going to mean multiple people. I feel like you're also starting to see the forest for the trees here. You're clearing away something and some kind of debris. It could be because this could be metaphorically, it could be literally. I see some of you clearing out leaves, twigs, sticks, brush. It could also be things in your home that needs to be cleared out. I don't know. But that statement of seeing the forest for the trees has been repeated in a couple of the other signs this month. And I'm reading you at the last sign. You're number 12 on my list. I go in order that my guides tell me to do. And you're the last reading for February. Somebody could be coming to you with some grandiose ideas and projections. This could be your boss. This could be a significant other. This could be a friend to you that may say, I have all these grandiose ideas and projections of we should go into business together. Or it could be a love partner. I have all these grandiose ideas of what we should do. We should get married, buy a house, move in together, have kids, like whatever, or travel the world. I don't know what the grandiose idea is, but some of you Virgos have somebody coming to you and discussing grandiose ideas with you. It could be a boss, it could be a new boss, it could be a prospective boss. I don't know. You have to see how it plays out. Next card you have in your reading is the Queen of Pentacles. And this is an earth sign person, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. So Virgo, this could be you, but it could be somebody else in your life as well. I feel like you're starting to understand somebody in your life better than you did before. You may have a better understanding of what makes them tick, what's their motivation, what motivates them and inspires them. And if you've had any trouble with anybody, you may be racking your brain of trying to figure out how you can fix any problems you have with anybody. If somebody has been you've been distanced from them, or you had a falling out with them, that could be going on. You may be trying to figure out how to make amends with them, how to fix any issues. Some of you could have some kind of complications in dealing with the government, in whatever, could be local government, could be, also could be state, province, or, your country's government. Because there could be some things that were once free-flowing and easier for you to do, that now there's like restrictions or rules or regulations or laws that have either been changed or taken away or been put in place that have made some things complicated for you. It could have to do with if you own your own business. It could have to do involving your work, but it could be in other areas of your life. Maybe you have to travel and there's been some kind of laws or something changing with travel or immigration status, or work visas, or licenses or permits that you need to get now, or degrees that you need to have now that you didn't need to have in the past, certain certifications, that kind of thing. Like I said, licenses, permits, certifications, anything to do with travel, immigration, work papers, laws. You could be worrying about issues of security, could be financial security you're worried about, could also be issues or thoughts or concerns about social security. You could also feel a little bit disrupted or disturbed if there's somebody in your life you feel has stabbed you in the back or has hung you out to dry. It could be a coworker, it could be a family member, I don't know, but you could have that feeling in February about somebody. The next card you have is the Justice card. This is dealing with court documents, legal papers, the court systems, lawyers, judges, lawsuits, settlements. it also doesn't have to be legal. This could be something that was once unfair or unjust for you is now becoming fair and just in the month of February. If you put a property on the market and then you had to pull it off the market for some reason, or you were trying to sell something, there could be some legal documents of retraction that you have to go through. This could also be a legal process, like if you bid on something on eBay or some other auction site and now you need to retract your bid, or you need to change a listing of something and you need to retract it. There could be some kind of legal papers you need to sign, or you need to fill out, or you need to submit to do that. Some of you have a divorce settlement that goes through, and you could be either receiving a settlement or alimony and receiving big bucks, or you could be the one that has to pay it out. So for some of you, there could be a divorce. If it's not a divorce, it could also be some other kind of legal settlement that happens for you. Also could involve, what's that called when you want the court case or the thing to be redone, an appeal. You could be appealing something. That's the word. I couldn't think of it. Because I keep hearing like redone, redo. That's what my guides were saying. But so you could feel like something legally needs to be redone. It could be a will. It could be a settlement. You could be making an appeal to the court system. You could be also signing important documents to give a legal power of attorney over to someone in like that's often something that you write in a will, or you have legally drawn up. So you could be drawing up power of attorney. This could also be to do with, again, I can't think of what the name of it is, for your physical body. If you feel like, it's almost like power of attorney over your health, like if something happens to you and you're in the hospital. I can't think of what that's called. Sorry, Virgo. I don't know. When I'm recording this, I'm in the shadow of Mercury in retrograde. Mercury is direct, but we're still in the shadow, so I feel like it's affecting me at the moment. So if you would like to get a continuation of this reading where I look into the crystal and give you additional psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for this month of February 2023, you can access these videos by clicking on the link below in the description box. And there's a variety of predictions and messages. I cover many, many, many topics in the crystal readings, from soup to nuts, from what you need to know, what to be cautious of, love life, family, health, work, money, business. I cover it all. And if you would like to see what I get for February, that link's down below, or you can click on whatever link you want on it in my on my website at the luckymermaid.com videos page. You can pick your sun sign, your rising sign, your moon sign, somebody else you're curious about or you care about sign, and that link will take you to these psychic crystal readings for February 2023 for my Vimeo videos, on-demand videos for February. So now on to card number 4. You have the High Priestess. This came up a few times. I don't remember what signs got it. I'm really not sure. I think at least 2 other or 3 other signs got the High Priestess. You're getting it here too. The high priestess could be a high priestess, like a high spirit guide showing up for you in this reading to give you messages. It could also be you're the high priestess, where you're being very psychic and intuitive, maybe always or right now in particular in February of 2023. This could also indicate that something is you're keeping something secret or hidden, or somebody else could be keeping something secret or hidden from you. I feel like you're going to be very diligent of doing everything by the book and everything in the right order and everything like being very pragmatic. I feel like you're going to be one or the other here. Listen to this carefully because I got both. You're either going to be willing to substitute something that you want or can't get or that you need for something else. Or you're going to be on the opposite end of that scale where you're going to be like, no substitutions, nothing but what it is I need to get or what I want. So you're going to be on one side of that or the other. You could feel like you have to put your managerial cap on and there's something that you have to manage, take control of, or look over. That you could already do that for a job. Maybe somebody's going to make you a manager or a supervisor. But if it's not going to be that at your job, it's something you are going to have to take the bull by the horns and be like very much the overseer, the manager, the supervisor over something going on in your life. You may be very frustrated and intent on fixing things that are broken. So if you're good with technology or mechanical things, I feel like you're going to be like, I got to fix this. This is broken. I got to fix it. And if you don't know how to fix it, you could take it somewhere to get fixed and repaired. You could feel like your loyalties are being tested a little bit this month, where you may feel like someone is kind of putting you in a position where you have to prove yourself, prove your loyalty. I feel that this could cause you some element of tension and concern. So it could be your boss doing it. Like, let's see how loyal you are. It could be your love partner doing it. I don't know who's doing it to you. I just get somebody's testing your loyalty, kind of putting you in a corner or putting pressure on you for you to prove your loyalty to them. If there's any family squabbles or squabbles of any kind, I feel you're going to feel very inspired to stay out of it. I have to stop the timer to tell you what I just saw here. Behind the computer is a sliding glass door, and then there's windows on this whole side here. This room is windows all the way around but one wall. And while I was reading that, it's still going on because I live at the sea. I live by water, the ocean, the bay. And right behind this glass door is the bay. And I see seagulls all the time. But right then, there was a hawk that flew by, being chased by two other birds that were big. I don't know whether they were crows or what. But this hawk flipped and did a loop-de-loop. And I see hawks once in a while, but I'm going to tell you what. I subscribe to the belief of Native Americans about animals and when they show up in your life or do something weird or unusual. Or just show up right in front of you or in the crystal. So let me tell you something, Virgo. I would hop to and stop the computer, stop the presses, and I would look up animal, totem, hawk, because I see hawks on occasion, but never one that does it literally did a barrel roll. That's what it did, a barrel roll, flying right in front of this window. So I highly recommend you look up animal, totem, hawk, and whatever messages I was giving you here in this card of the High Priestess, it applies to those messages. So you may want to let me know in the comments section, because I don't have all of them memorized. I can tell you, I do believe that hawk symbolizes psychic insight, psychic ability, which is funny because this card indicates that as well. So your psychic ability may be on fire in February and off the charts, but that was highly weird. So I hope you look that up. Now on to your last card of the reading. So you have the Four of Pentacles. This is the Miser card. This is holding on protectively to things of value. It could be money, it could be emotions, it could be objects that have value. This could also be financial success coming to you in the future. I'm also going to add here, because so you had some weird things that came up. When I was shuffling your cards and the cards were falling out on the table for your reading, somebody pinched me really hard in the back of my neck. I don't know what to tell you. That was a little weird. So somebody in the spirit world, I don't know if it was one of my guides, one of your guides, or a deceased loved one to somebody, but they pinched me pretty hard in the back of my neck. So let's see what Four of Pentacles is, why it's here for you. Some of you may be training yourself, personally training yourself, like going online about money and finance. It could be about stocks, the stock market. It could be about anything of value that you have, that maybe it's about your home or your property that you own or that you want to buy, or something else, but like educating yourself about it, learning. You may go to a class or a school or go for some kind of training, but this could be something you do on your own. You could be very strongly inspired to work on putting away money or on your savings. You may want to start an IRA, some kind of retirement fund or account, or something else. But that would be like, maybe you want to buy property, and that money that you're putting towards that is kind of like savings. If you're trying to buy something, you could be doing a lot of education and research on what is happening in the market. Could be stock market, could be bond market, could be the cryptocurrency market, could be property, could also involve interest rates. I feel like you're really focusing on the best use of your money, the best resource. Let me rephrase that. My guides just said resource. The best resource in which to invest and or save your money. Some of you may sign some kind of deal or a purchase of sale, or to buy or sell, or something of this kind of nature that I'm talking about here. It could happen for you in April. I don't feel that you're doing it right now. I feel now is the learning about it, researching about it, studying it, looking at the markets. What is the best place to put your money for your financial security for your future? Is it property? Is it gold? Is it silver? Is it the stock market, the bond market, the crypto market? Is it property? Is it land? But I feel that whatever you learn and educate yourself about, you will figure it out and then take that action. It feels to me like after from the midpoint to the latter part of April, for many of you, is when you really do something with it. So the best gemstone crystal, I had to laugh, Virgo, because this gemstone came up for quite a few of the signs. It's bloodstone, and the signs that got it are Gemini, Capricorn, Scorpio, and Virgo. I don't think I've ever seen a gemstone come up that much in a monthly reading. Bloodstone is a grounding and purifying stone. It heightens intuition and creativity. Bloodstone wards off negative energy, and it stimulates dreaming, and it is a revitalizing and protective stone. Bloodstone encourages selflessness and idealism. It strengthens the immune system. It detoxes the liver, intestines, kidney, spleen, and bladder. Bloodstone invigorates the blood and energizes life. It's a very good stone to have. I'm laughing because you got this stone, you got this card. These two go hand in hand. If you got to do anything with money, learning about finances, saving for the future, protecting your investments, finding a way to protect your money, you should be wearing bloodstone or holding it or carrying it when you're doing those activities. It's going to help you get to the heart of the matter in whatever it is you need to learn, when you need to get facts, figures, or even if you're dealing with people and they've got problems or issues or there's trouble afoot, which came up here in this card. This is going to help you get to the meat and potatoes of the situation, the heart of the matter. It is also going to be very good and helpful for you to receive messages from your spirit guides. And it does say that this is a stone that helps with, heightens intuition. I feel it's going to be a good communicator stone for you this month with accessing information from the spiritual realms, from your spirit guides, from your deceased loved ones. You definitely have somebody here because they pinched my neck. And I hope that you Virgos that know somebody, maybe somebody, a relative of yours used to do that. I don't know, but I found that highly weird. It's also going to help you in anything where you need to make changes or adjustments, even in regard to your thinking and your perspective. So you had a wacky reading, Virgo. I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And if you would like to get any of the special video series I record for my Vimeo on-demand pages, where I look at very specific topics using a variety of divination tools, I always post my most recently recorded videos down below in the description box in the Show More section, and they're also available on my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page. And there you can scroll down that page and go to whatever video series is of interest to you. You can read the description of what divination tools I've used and how long the predictions go out for. And then you just click on whatever zodiac sign you want, and that link will take you to that video on Vimeo. Now, my most recently recorded video series is my Big Love readings for 2023 for singles and couples. I used a variety of divination tools. I used 2 different tarot decks, and I used the crystal and also the Psychic Tarot for the Heart Oracle card reading, Oracle cards in those readings. So if you want to see what's coming up for you in the area of love and romance in 2023, you might want to check those out. Then also, as I said earlier in this video, if you want to get an expansion or a continuation of this reading that I do here on YouTube, you can get my psychic crystal readings for February 2023, where I look into each sign of the zodiac in the areas of, you name it, I look into it. Love, family, health, blessings, cautions, warnings, money, work, business. I look into all those categories and more, and they're always available every month, but you might want to check them out and see what else is coming up for you beyond what I get here in these tarot readings. Also, don't forget, you are, if you haven't checked out the New Year's readings, I did 2 series for the new year of 2023, my psychic tarot readings for 2023 for each sign of the zodiac. That has 16 cards in it. Plus, I did an additional New Year's readings where I looked into my crystal for my psychic crystal readings for 2023 for each sign of the zodiac. Lots of people are really commenting about that series a lot. Again, with the crystal, I look into every area, what you need to know, what's cautions, what warnings, how your work is going to do, what your business is doing, money, love for singles, couples, and casually dating, business, I already said that, health, family, and blessings. It's a lot of things I look at in those crystal readings, and they are a bargain. They are a bargain. They cost less than going to Starbucks for some coffee. So I hope you'll check those out. Also, don't forget, you're still being affected by the 2 eclipses that happened at the end of October and in November. Those eclipse effects are going to go on. They go on for 6 months. Plus, in those videos, those predictions and messages went out way past 6 months. So if you haven't checked out the eclipse videos yet, you might want to get my eclipse effects for the solar eclipse in Scorpio, October 25th, 2022, for each zodiac sign, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card reading. And then also the full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus, November 8th, 2022, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card reading for each sign of the zodiac. I'm going to say right now, in most of my video series, I do recommend, if you can do so, to watch both your rising sign and your sun sign, because the combination of the 2 may really be very accurate for you, and sometimes your sun sign is more accurate than your rising, and sometimes your rising sign is going to be more accurate for you than your sun sign. And I can't determine that in these general readings, so I recommend, if you find on YouTube, if you find on these YouTube readings that your rising sign resonates with you, then that's what you should get in the Vimeo videos. I do. And if it's your sun sign, then that's what you should go with. Or if you find a combination is what makes sense to you, then you should get both. Also, my Mars retrograde psychic taroscopes for 2022, 2023 for each zodiac sign. Yes, Mars retrograde went forward on January 12th. Mars is direct, but we don't get out of the shadow of that until mid-March. And these psychic predictions and messages in those Mars retrograde readings, they go out all the way until mid-March. So if you haven't checked them out, you might want to do so. If you would like to help support the channel and the readings I do here on YouTube, there's a donation link down below, and it is connected to PayPal. Thank you so much to those of you who have been so kind and generous and donated to my channel. It does mean a lot to me, and it does help me a lot. Helps me to keep this channel going. There has to be income coming in, and this is my job. My job is doing readings. I was a pastry chef for 22 years. I'm too old for that now. Nobody's going to hire me to be a pastry chef now, and I couldn't stand all those hours and lift and all that. So I've been working as a psychic for 21 years. So you help me by, you also help me by clicking like sharing, and subscribing, because when you do that, that helps me in the algorithms on YouTube. It'll raise my standing. I don't know, like people will see my videos pop up in their feed. So clicking like, even if you don't like my video, I think even whether if you click like or don't like, I'm not so sure about that, but hopefully you click like and you share and you subscribe. That would help me a lot, and I do truly appreciate it, because if it weren't for you, I wouldn't be here doing these readings on YouTube. If nobody's watching, why would I do it, right? So I also want to say, if you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides channeled through me that you're not going to see here on a video on YouTube, you can follow me on my social media pages at the Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook and the Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram. And I've also started posting these messages and predictions on the YouTube community pages, where I pull a tarot card usually, or an oracle card of some sort, or I look into my crystal and I give written predictions about what I get from the card or crystal, and I write it in about 5 paragraphs long. Many people find these messages resonate with them. You may find that too. I'd love to see you on my social media pages, so I hope you'll decide to check them out. So I hope you have absolutely fabulous energy that comes to you this February of 2023, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.